Alright, here we are everyone, 13 hour times 62, facing the last 2 levels of the game. I'm hoping we can get this done within one video. And you've already seen the cutscene from the last video we made, so we'll just continue right on. You can see our Rakshi has the Mask of Light. We're chasing him down so we can get the mask back. And need to get a little closer. Gotta be sure not to stay too close. Need to give him a little breathing room so I can hit him again. Ah, missed it again. Every time. Oop! Alright. I can take a hit. Just one. Come on. Move forward. Can't let him get away. Now a lot of you will probably know how this was done before. He got respawned again. Ah, so did I. And go! Come on! What are you waiting for? Don't hit me. I don't know if this is close enough for targeting. Because sometimes it will drift off if you're not too close to it. I'm not sure how many times he also has to be hit, because he doesn't have an actual counter, unlike some of our previous foes. Oh, and he can attack you too if you're not too careful. Oh! Let me try that again. And we're back. Sorry about that. The TV sometimes does that. I was afraid of it happening in one of our videos. And here we are. We're back. We're just waiting for him. And zap. Zap? I don't know. Where is he? He's behind me. You can see on the top right, once again, where he is, where I am, who's in front. I'm trying to remember. I haven't played this in a while, as far as this level in particular, so I don't know. Alright, we're at a good rate, I guess. I know you have to kill him off. I don't know how soon, and I tried not to look it up so it wouldn't be anything, you know, like, oh, I know this is the first time, or anything. A little closer. Get out of the way! Okay. Come on, he's gotta go weak somehow. Or maybe you do beat him there. I don't remember. We're gonna figure this out, one way or another. Oh! Okay. Let's keep going. Come on. Right over it. Okay, he's still up ahead. And here we have our bad scene. This is not intended on purpose, once again. And that does not sound friendly. So I'm trying to remember. I think you are supposed to stay ahead of him, because there's no way of actually killing him. You just get ahead. That's not too bad, right? I can still attack him a lot. What's wrong with that? Let's try it that way then. Alright, last time I was playing friendly with you. Not this time, buddy. Not this time. Oh! Maybe parts like that, I would rather he hit it first. Because I can't really hit it. There is no target or anything. Ah, come on. I'm low in health. I'm really not into the light stones for right now. I'm just using them as a path to get through. Hopefully, a path to get through. As you've seen before, the game wasn't, you know, picked up in difficulty. I doubt it will now. I don't know why for Tahu's mouth, in the top corner, top right, they make it so, like he has a really open, gaping mouth. I don't know what that's for. It just looks like it is. Okay, so hitting will slow him down, so we can jump ahead. Woo! Get it? And second half. Hit him some more. We could still cut through here, as long as we're good on health. I would think you'd want to kill him, right? I mean, eventually you have to kill him, because you want to get that mask back. Oh, we're on a good streak. First place, Tahu Nuva. Come on! Come on! Oh, oh boy. I gotta stop hitting things. We're towards the end, I think. Dang it. We'll do it again. And we can't skip this cutscene. Hey, hey, see my hand? See my hand? See those fingers? Whoop! Right in the corner. Whoop! I'm just trying to keep a light mood about this while we try it again. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. The Gunker Bird thing, I do not remember that being easy. And it wasn't. Okay, so we gotta be sure, hit him, but don't get hit. Let's go over here. This. Oh, you're using that too, you big cheater. Actually, I was probably gonna be the one to cheat if I was using it. I don't know. Let's keep moving. Boom. Seriously, there's no target on these, so I kind of have to let him hit it. It's kind of weird. You want to stay ahead, but you don't want to. You can't really hit the obstacles, and then you have to make him get ahead of you. Is that a way to make it interesting? And it's like a little back and forth, but I still come out in the ending. Ooh! Ha! You got hit. I mean, he didn't get squished, but the obstacle got in his way. There are little. It looks like you can get through, but you can't. Apparently, you get hurt by it. And that I would understand, getting hurt by it. Come on. Surfing. Ow. Wow, he took out. Don't do that again. You nasty little rockshit. I think actually he's kind of big. He's a little bit taller than a regular Toa. So I can't. Ah, come on. I'm not anticipating this to be an easy level. I would be worried if it got a whole bunch of videos, but I am not saying it's not possible. Just keep going. Get some energy. Get that mask. I think I got a little bit ahead there. Not ahead of him, but ahead of what would have been. Slow down. You're going over the lava speed limit. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Sometimes you have to be careful about your turns so they don't let you slow down. Like this. Oh, that was... Oh, come on. This is the kind of thing that makes me worry. This is like, oh, I getting slowed down. I don't want him to catch up. I don't know if he's behind me. Okay, we're near the end. And we're still ahead. Let's just cross our fingers if we stay that way. Yes! So that is the way to complete it. We got about a fifth of the light stones. Alright! Let's go further! So we got this level complete. I don't know if there's anything else we do with Tower Nuva. I think that's it. We got a little cutscene here. And it just gets smashed into a rock. I beat you in the race. Slightly altered from the movie, but practical. Powers in the mask. You ready?
Behold, Nakuda! I, the seventh Toa, have come to banish your darkness forever and return Madanui from his fitful slumber.
Movie.
You defeat me? All by yourself?
Yes.
You are nothing. I shall defeat you within the blink of an eye.
These sets are awesome. This scene is awesome. This is what I've been waiting for. I have to say, Bionicle, this game has probably one of my favorite final boss levels. I'm just going to show you how awesome it's going to be. First, we're going to start it out with some remnants of earlier in the game. And we also get to see Makuda's power. Let's see if I remember this. Oh, I forgot he can actually fly. Nuva is able to regenerate all of his elemental energy very easily. As you can see, he already has full again. I could just keep doing attacks like this. Just watch the bar. It's as if it wasn't even depleted. And like I was saying, we get remnants of enemies we faced before. All these different Rahi at play. Infected Rahi, may I say. If you also notice in the background, it just looks amazing. The movie version has a very dark tone as far as the scenery and the atmosphere, but this is just like, it has a very evil feel to it. I love it. I just love it. We haven't quite versed these guys. We saw them maybe a few times, but still, they're a pain in the neck just to be around. See what I did there? I didn't even do that on purpose, but really, they're large bees. You attack them, they become two smaller bees, which you still have to destroy. Come on. Alright, we got most of our health. And then he jumps back here. You can also see a lot of the ground is shaking. And this is going to take the result of what's going to happen later. This is the only light stone that you can get in this level, because it's a boss battle. So why would you need light stones for anything else? I don't think you can do any kind of special attacks with this. as far as I've seen. This is a level that I've played by itself. After completing the game, I've played this level dozens of times just because it feels epic. I have to say, this is a better ending, or better final boss battle than the game's sequel, Bionicle Heroes. We'll play that if you would like. Post in the comments. So we got the ground falling, we're going through this big chute in the middle of Matanui. And that's where this entire battle takes place, because that's where Makuta lives. The very deep part of Matanui. It may get quiet, there may be music, it depends. So the object here, Makuta's energy is transmitted through these different stones with his red eyes on them. We just tap over them, and his shield becomes weaker. So as he delivers any kind of energy ball attack, whatever you might call it, we'll be able to actually hit him. I can fly if I want to. You leave your friends behind. Never mind. Bring it. Oh, bringing two of them. Two of them on the first try. This usually takes about, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these. Now what's going to happen each time, a lot of the surrounding rocks are going to disappear or shake. So we'll have a little bit less room for footing. That's where these flying abilities can come in, if I so desire. Or I could just go over to some nearby rocks. The ones that might still be there in the next round. There we go. Bring it. Ow! I hit the wrong button! Oh, Alright, it's not a big deal. We'll just wait for it. If you'd like to see in the comments, let me know if you want to see the actual LEGO sets, Takanuva and Makuta, because they're amazing sets. They are some of the first Ultra builds in LEGO Bionicle history, if you don't count the Rahi. Or should I say Titans, not Ultra builds. But these were amazing sets. And they were really cheap too. Takanuva was $30 as a set, not only for this figure, but also he had a transportation device. So he didn't have that warp thing that you saw before. And Makuta was $20, just as you see him here. And what I like, you can see a lot of the features from the set on this character. I'm feeling lazy. I'm just gonna fly it. The music in the background is cool. Very good boss music. He'll do it again. He always does it right after you do all of them. Smart move, right? So now we're gonna have a lot more rocks falling down. Like that one! If you see them starting to shake like that, it means you should move. And they will keep falling until you pretty much kill him. Go for it. Okay, we're good. Okay. Hit him. And we're done! This is it. Master of Shadows is down. I don't know where Takanuva went, though. Probably just disappeared. Now, in the movie version, the final boss battle was nothing like this. But this is epic. However, the ending is very similar to the movie. I keep relating it to the movie because I think that's how this game was made, based on the movie.
Let's take a closer look at your shadows.
In the PC version, I don't remember Makuta saying no every time in this final cutscene so much.
Light and dark are balanced, revealing the will of Mananui. Perpetual darkness has been exiled from our land. Let us awaken the Great Spirit.
So the idea is Takanuva plus Makuta is a fusion that defeats darkness. There we go! That's the end of the game! Let me know in the comments how you thought of this game. If you'd like to see more LEGO games, if you'd like to see Bionicle Heroes, that's the other Bionicle game that has been made for platforms, for video games, if I remember correctly. I don't think there's a third one. Which is kind of odd. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you next time, if there will be a next time, when it comes to LEGO gaming. Hello everybody, this is 13 Hour Times 62, and we've got a few extras to show you. I know I mentioned that, you know, we had one video. The last video was the ending of the game in its story mode. But, if you'd like to see some bonus content, feature is locked, 90 stones in Tahu's quest. So some of these bonuses, they're shown here, but you need a certain amount of light stones in certain levels to unlock them. Let's see if we have any available. Okay, we have one so far. If you want to see any more extras, let me know in the comments and I will go back. I will not do a gameplay of them, but I will go back, get the light stones, and then show you them in the video. This is concept art for the game. There's different designs for scenery. Here we have Tahu facing a Borak. There's some more scenery, lots of boulders. I can't tell what Toa that is. I would like to say Tahu. In different forms, I guess. Yeah, again, I would like to say it's Tahu, but I'm not really sure. But these are all different designs for how he would be animated in the game. There's different poses and moves. This is the elemental energy that is flowing through him. Here we have some of the Keenies. You can see the right version has been made into what we now have seen in the game. I think that's a Matoran, because I can't tell what Toa that is. But it's a pretty detailed one in both. It kind of looks like a hand on the left side. And on the right side we have something similar to what we've seen in Lewa Nuva's levels. And we're back at the beginning. Let's see if there are any others. Nope. The movie trailer, kind of interesting. Toy sneak peek, kind of cool. Toa Evolution movie, that has already been featured in the game, but you can just watch it separately. You have Matanui Visitor Guide. Take a look at some of the things surrounding the game. The Toa are 6 legendary heroes sent to Matanui by the Great Beings to overcome the influence of Makuta. They are revered by the Matoran of Mananui, who see them as the protectors from the threat of Makuta. So this has a lot of the story-based things going with the LEGO theme. Tahu is the fiercest of the 6 Toa and the most feared. He is most at home in the hot molten volcano at the center of Mananui, where he surfs on lava flows and battles the minions of Makuta. Kopaka. Kopaka is cool, calculating, and methodical in his actions. It is believed that Kopaka brings the winters and the long cold nights. It is known that his power strikes a balance against the fiery presence of Tahu. Kopaka is the most home skiing up and down the slopes of Mount Ihu with blazing speed and unmatched skill. Gali is the only female Toa and incredibly wise. perhaps wiser than all the other 5 Toa put together. Gali is the most agile and gymnastic of the 6 Toa. She has incredible jumping abilities and her own brand of acrobatic self-defense. Gali is at home both in and near the waters of Lake Naho. Pohatu. All the Toa like Pohatu for his kind nature and for his rock-solid dependability. He's slow but friendly and reliable. I thought he had the master speed. Why is he slow? He's not good at snap decisions, but when he makes a decision to do something, he stands firm until the end. So don't get in his way. And this shows the original forms of all the Toa, not the Nuva's forms. Onua is the Toa of Earth. He has the Kanoe Pakari, which gives him incredible strength to be able to push massive weights and dig through hard-packed earth. I thought his master was night vision or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Lua is supremely competent with aerial activities. He glides through the air with ease while jumping from the tree to tree. Lua prefers to inhabit the treetops because his skills are slightly less potent when grounded. And that's our 6th Toa. Oh, 7th Toa. Don't forget him. Takanuva is the Toa of Light. He must defeat Makuta to bring light and dark into balance and return harmony to Motunui. It's basically everything they say about him. You can learn more in the movie, and there's more in the series about him. Let's see. Islanders location. Wait, Islanders. There has to be more than that. Oh, here we go. Takua is a villager of Tahawahi, although he travels all over Motunui. As he travels, he gathers stories and legends. He is the chronicler of the history and events of Motunui, and will often give you hints. The Lamatoran are the villagers of Lewahi. They worship Lua under the leadership of Taraga Matau. The Onomatoran are the villagers of Onowahi. They worship Onua under the leadership of Wanua, who is also a Taraga, let me just say. The Pomatoran are the villagers of Powahi. They worship Pohatu under the leadership of Onewa. I think that's how it's pronounced. The Gamatoran are the villagers of Gawahi. They worship Gali under the leadership of Taraga no Kama. The Komatoran are the villagers of Kowahi. They worship Kopaka under the leadership of Nuju. The Tamatoran are the villagers of Tawahi. They worship Tahu under the leadership of Taraga Vakama. Very original with all their descriptions. The Matoran are the village inhabitants of the island of Motunui. That's it. Nothing else needs to be known. And now we have each of the Taraga. Taraga Nuju is a protector of Kopaka's legend. Nuju has great vision and seems to have more time to react to situations than anybody else. Onewa is known among his tribe as the referee, as his decisions are always never argued. Welcome to 13 Hour Times 62 LEGO Set Reviews. Today we have Bionicle the Game as featured on the Nintendo GameCube. This is rated E for everyone. It is also available on the Xbox, PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, and Microsoft Windows. There's also a later version for the Mac OS X. This was published from Electronic Arts and LEGO Media in 2003, and it was at a fair price. I don't remember the exact price of the game. You'd have to look up online to see what modern prices are. If you want to learn more information about this game, look onto Wikipedia because they have a huge article that explains the specific contents of the game. I'm going to give you the overall storyline without trying to reveal too many plot points, and also talk about what I thought of the game. The game is centered around 2001 to 2003 of the Bionicle storyline. It focuses on the early arrival of the Toa, their advancement through all the different enemies that Makuta, the Master of Shadows, has put in their way, and it leads up to the final moment in which Takanuva, the figure that you see on the cover, finally defeats Makuta and releases Matanui, the overall good spirit of the island. This is based around the Bionicle toy series, which follows very closely with the storyline in that series. It leaves out a couple details in the beginning to get to some of the later details. We have early interaction with the 2001 Toa, but it also swiftly moves into the 2002 Toa and more the Toa Nuva, actually. So a lot of it has to do with more 2002, 2003 material than with the 2001 stuff. However, it does include some of that. The basic idea is, you play as each of the Toa in their different stages during this time period. You play as Tahu in his Matanui form and his Nuva form. You play as you play as Kopaka in his Matanui form. You play as Gali in her Nuva form, and the rest of the characters you play only in their Nuva form. However, there are several cutscenes that show each of them in between their forms, between Matanui and Nuva. Like I said, there is a level for every character. There's also a level for Takanuva, and there's an additional level for Tahu Nuva. Some of the enemies that you face throughout the game include, but are not limited to, Rahi, and that is infected Rahi, that is beasts that are under possession of shadows, of course caused by Makuta. You meet Borak, you meet Rakshi, and you meet, of course, the big boss himself. They're very good play with every single one of these levels. You can even check out all my gameplay videos for this in the description. I have a playlist already made with all 8 videos of how to play the game, and goes through all of the different levels, 8 of them in fact. I also want to show you around the other side of this, and it is slightly ripped because I had no idea where the cover of it was, so I ripped it too hard. This is what the back of it looks like, and it shows you some of the screenshots. You do get to explore all the different points in Matanui, all the different Wahis. You also get to explore above and underground. Yeah, I'll just keep that right there. The gameplay, as I played it on the GameCube, was very well done. It was pretty simple to understand. However, I always find myself button mashing when it comes to versing enemies because it's just quick and easy. And sometimes you have to get a shield up. Every character can use a shield. So that can take in an enemy attack and then use that as power for their own attack as a Toa. So I find myself only sometimes really using the shield if there's an overwhelming amount of enemies. The bosses were good. The music was great. It really had a good feel for the Bionicle game. Let's see. What else is good about the game? Or what else went with the game? Pretty much in every single level you have a boss battle at the end of the level. And I like the environments that they made. They're very creative. They're very stuck true to the series. It also stuck true to the movie, which was released around the same time as this game. So there are a couple quotes from the Bionicle movie, The Mask of Light, included in this game. They do show some of the Turaga and the Matoran. However, there are a few. They're not really used too often. They're more used for cutscenes. And Matoran, especially the Turaga, you talk to them once and then you don't see them for the rest of the game in each level. And sometimes not even every single Turaga in every single level. You do get to use the Matoran. You use them more for building different Rahi throughout the game, and just being sure you know where they are. It's just a small mission in different levels. You also get the opportunity to explore the mines underneath the island, because it's kind of a side mission, but it also goes along with the story in their own way. So I like that being a unique feature to the game, because it's not absolutely like the story, but it's not too bad as far as an offset part in the story. You do get to see what is it you get to see? You get to, as far as like main Matoran that you would think about in Bionicle history at this time, you do not get to see Jalar, which is kind of important, but he's just not in the game. Of course, you get to see Takua, because he comes through a few different levels in the early part of the game, and then he comes through in the later game when he talks more about the Mask of Light that he found. Overall, I think this is a very good game. If you guys can try to get it, I suggest it, because it's good to understand the Bionicle game, even if you know a little bit about Bionicle. I also walk you through some of the Bionicle features, some of the villains and heroes, and what all of this is supposed to mean. If you don't understand it, I walk you through that in my videos. I do apologize for right now, and the videos are not the best quality as you've seen on YouTube, but they still have all the content available. I do also have an opportunity, if you guys would like to see some of the extras in the game, I can go and unlock those extras and make it as a separate part of the videos. It would also be in a separate playlist, or possibly the same playlist as the Bionicle game walkthrough. So thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you have any other questions about this game. I'm trying not to give too many spoilers as far as the different content that is used. If I were to give any negatives about this game, sometimes the controls are a little bit off. I mean, you could probably see in my videos, when you're in Onua, when you're playing as Onua Nuva, it does get tricky around the rams, because it feels like you don't have enough time, and when you think there's enough time, they kind of get you anyways. When you're playing as Lua Nuva, forget it. when you have to fly behind the Gaku bird, and that's the only way you can fly, you have to follow the exact path. It takes you a couple tries to do it. And I really didn't like about how you had to stay right behind him. You couldn't give him a little bit of space, because you were literally on top of him, if not right behind him on his tail, trying to follow the path. And as soon as he makes a sudden turn, you can't react quick enough to make that turn too, so you find yourself restarting in that part. So, that's a few little things that I would want to change. If you guys would also like, after you watch the Bionicle gameplay for these videos, I also have Bionicle Heroes available on the GameCube. I can play that as a walkthrough video series for 1300x62. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other questions, please tell me so in the comments. Thanks for watching this video, everyone, and we will see you next time. Hope you guys enjoy the game videos.